Wha-bam goes the miners and the metals. Gold down 2%. GDXJ down 4%. GDX down 4%. SILJ down over 5%. And SIL down, what's that? 4% as well too. And also, what have we got here? We've got silver. Wha-bam goes silver. I want to talk to you about exactly what's going on right now, and I want to talk to you about some things that I've done with my own trading that some of you bumblebees had a go at me at, but who's laughing now? Let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty, traders, let's get straight into it. So I've got a little bit of a to actually share with you today. I've either scared people away right now. They're saying, who the hell is this idiot? Who's the hell? Other people saying, okay, who the hell is this idiot? Or what do you want, John? Or enough of the caffeine? Or whatever, whatever, okay? I've actually just finished, I've just come back from a 45-minute jog. I hope you guys, even if you are in lockdown around the world, that you are at least doing something physical almost every single day, 4 or 5 times a week at least, to get moving, okay? So it's so important for your mental health as well too. Now, let's actually have a look at the actual miners and metals right now are crushing down. And I want to be sharing something with you when it comes to miners, metals, gold, silver, what's happening right now, because I actually was talking about something over the last few weeks about the miners and metals. And oh man, I got that was the talking heads in the chat box below. About why I did certain things, and I was sharing with you some of my trades that I was doing. So anyway, guys, before I get into that, I've been sharing with you what I call my super trader formula. What was the actual step-by-step formula that I had to follow to go from $250,000 in debt to becoming a full-time trader? I have just declined 5 people, so 5 spots have opened up today. So very first thing in the description, guys, again, very first 5 people get that, so go get that right now. You can watch the video, and then on the video I'm going to share with you all about it. Again, I'm sharing with you for free, so nothing to buy there, but very first 5 people get it. Let's actually talk about miners and metals. Silver. Now let's actually talk about this here. Okay, John, take a breath. I'm just so excited about these markets. I'll tell you what. Oh my goodness, I'm having such a good time. And you private clients know exactly what I'm talking about, right? The trades that I'm in right now. Oh, love it, love it, love it. Why? Because I follow a trading system. I hope you guys are well too. If you're not consistently following a trading system, guys, if you're trading the market, you're not consistently following the same thing every day, then don't expect to get consistent results, okay? Now, let's actually talk about this here. Let's have a look at silver. So what I said with silver was that I actually was talking about this day right here. Okay, let's start off with silver, and I'll go through all the other, the metals, the miners, and a whole bunch of garbage. I said that with some of my private clients, like garbage. Anyway, so I said, okay, this day here might be the day for us to start to see a move up on silver. But the really, 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 really interesting thing was this, that I said, the only problem is that we're still in a downward trend. The trend is your friend until the end, right? You guys have been hearing me say that. If you've been following me now, at least for the last few weeks, I've been saying on the stock market, I've been saying on the miners and metals, that the trend is your friend until the end, right? So I'm going to talk about in a minute about what I actually did, and you guys had a go at me, but I'm saying who's laughing now. Anyway, so, if you have a trade, you've got to risk small but gain big. Let's actually talk about this here. So, right, so silver was in a downward trend. And I was saying to you guys over the last few weeks, the only issue that I'm finding right now is that we are still in a downward trend, and I cannot ignore what the market is telling me. Okay? Yes, I really thought, okay, maybe this day here's the start of the move up, and then when it reversed, I'm like, nah, it's just another lower high, lower high, lower high, and look what happened, right? The trend is your friend until the what? Until the end. And we never know when the end is going to be. So that's what's happening there. Okay. Now there are things called slingshot patterns, and I'm going to talk to you about that in a minute. Okay. Let's have a look at gold here right now. Now gold is a very tricky one. Gold is really, 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 really tricky because it's like gold's actually a hard one to sort of, okay, what's going on here with gold? We've got this sort of major support level down through here. It's like, are we about to roll over? Is this just now another lower high? We have a let's have a look at this here. So we have a downward move, high, and then is this now going to be maybe an equal high and we start to roll over? It's very hard to see what's going on with gold overall. I really thought, and see guys, and this is where guys, never trade based on what you think is going to happen, right? Because if you remember, I actually had a bit of a long-term triangle pattern come through. I'm like, you know what? There's probably a good chance this thing's going to break out and we're going to go, here we go. And Santa Claus is coming to town. So is Donkey Kong. Guess what? None of them came. Other way, here we go. Isn't that the beauty about the stock market? Is that whenever you trade something you think, and that's why the smart traders never trade based on what we think. I have what? I have my system. I wake up every day. I look at my system. I stay in trades. I get out of trades. I get into trades based on my system. Now, so very interesting, guys. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. What's happening with gold? Do we actually continue to flush down here? Because this is one that's actually really, it's really sort of really interesting. We did actually roll over through here, and now we're actually breaking below. So if we have a look at the actual moving average, we are below the moving average, and you can see, look what actually happened here. We developed some sort of a bear flag below the moving average, as you can see, like that. And then now we're breaking down. Very hard to say. Let me know what you think in the chat box below, guys. What happens with gold next? Because I'm not really getting a strong reading from that. We're not in an upward trend. We're not in the downward trend. We're really just sideways overall. We are at a bit of a support level here, so maybe we get a little bit more follow through. It's gonna be really interesting to see what happens overall with gold, because you can see gold. The pattern that is developing now with gold is indeed this pattern here. So I don't know, guys. It's really hard to say, isn't it? Because we just have to wait and see. I would prefer, for me, guys, I want to add more positions to my overall long-term gold positions, because I see 3, 4, 5,000 gold, right? But I'm waiting for confirmation. My confirmation is I want to see if we can get a higher low through here, and get that. Guess what? Now I'm gonna, Donkey Kong coming to town. He didn't come to town today. Actually, he did come to town. And he just trampled on it. He said, boom, 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 boom. Donkey Kong not happy. John, I've been hearing you talking about my ass, and I'm not happy, so I'm going to trample all over this market, right? he didn't come to town. So, as you can see, guys, right, really squeezing up. There's no one really too clearly in control. What's going to happen here? Maybe this is going to be a head and shoulder formation. We're going to left shoulder, a head. Maybe this is going to be a right shoulder. I'm not saying it's going to be, guys. I would like it to be that. I'm barracking for that. Like, where's the bullishness? Right? I'm barracking for all the bullishness I can out of these markets, right? Why? One, I'm actually long-term in gold. Even if the short-term drops, I'm still okay with that. But secondly, I want to add more to gold, but I want to wait for the market to tell me, ha-ka-ching! Guess what? It's time to rock and roll with gold. But not yet, right? Not yet. So I've been waiting, this whole pullback here, I've been waiting to add to gold all this time. I had a small little futures position that got stopped out recently, but as for a long-term buy and hold to add to my longer-term positions, I'm not there yet. We're still in this pullback. We're not getting the breakout yet. So I can't, no FOMO, right? No FOMO. All right, let's have a look at the GDX. Now, look at what the GDX is doing. Let's actually just continue. Let's actually just bring up just a blank chart here for a minute. The one thing I've said in the past, I said, you know what? It's really the thing that's bothering me the most is that this GDX in the past had that support level through there. The thing that bothered me the most about the GDX, the main big gold mining, is that we held support and we didn't break down. Now we're getting a breakdown through here, and now we're getting a bit of a volume behind it. So, oh man, maybe this is going to create that slingshot pattern that I was looking for in the past. So we're probably likely to break now, guys. We're probably likely to break, and we're probably likely to continue down for a little bit. But then the question mark is what happens after that. This here could be a really good opportunity for me to get long. But again, I want to create this slingshot pattern. Now, if you guys don't know what the slingshot pattern is, it's a break below significant support. It holds for a bit, and then it breaks back up. If we get that, then guess what? I'm going to be on like Donkey Kong. That's right, Donkey Kong coming to town. Not right now anyway. But look what's happened here, okay? And this is really interesting. This is the thing that I did when I actually got into the slingshot pattern based on the silver mining stocks, and I got out with a small loss. I'm like, this is not working anymore. And you guys gave me friggin' hell for it. So this low, lower high, and then look what happened now, lower low, right? So what the trend is your friend until the end, all right? So we get that through there. So if I go to the SIL, this is what I did, okay? And I actually did this with you. So see this point through here, right? So I said, when we had this break below this major support level and we got back up and we created that bar there, I'm like, you know what? This now has a good potential chance. This now has a good probability of actually making a big move, but I could be wrong. So I need to be out quickly if it doesn't work out well for me. And this is where some of you guys, you guys don't listen to the risk. You're just like, all in, hold, it's going to the moon. That's all you hear, but you never hear, okay, if it doesn't work out, I want to protect my account. So that's what I said. It's like, okay, if this does work out, we're probably going to be doing something like that. If it doesn't work out, I want to be out really, really quickly. So what ended up happening was this, right? I got in on this day here, right here. I shared this on YouTube. Nothing up. Look what happened there. I brought my stop to just above break even. Oh, sorry, just below break even. This next day came down. Guess what? Tagged me out. It wasn't exactly what I was looking for. And so therefore, momentum was slowing. Momentum wasn't continue up here. And so therefore, I was out with a real, like a I don't know, 0.0 something % loss on my account. You know, just 0.05% loss. Like it was something real small, less than 1% loss on my account, right? And I did that because I said to you guys, okay, this slingshot pattern is a lower probability pattern, but I still love trading it because the risk to reward, the risk is like 20 to 1. So this one here is basically a break-even trade. But the thing that I was always keeping an eye on for was that, guess what? Was the trend is your friend. So lower high, and lower high. So sometimes with these slingshot patterns, you do get the move, but if it doesn't, you must be prepared to say, you know what, I'm out. Now this is for trading. This is a trading strategy, trading approach. If you're investing long-term, you shouldn't care about what's happening right now because you say, you know what, I'm in it for the next 4 or 5 years. That's what should be your approach. But if you're trading, if you're getting in and getting out, you must have some sort of a plan, right? And so I'm bringing this up because some of you guys, all you guys heard me was saying, okay, go long now, which I didn't tell you to do. I just told you what I did. I also said if it starts to reverse on me, I'm going to be out real quick to protect my account. Exactly what I did. And then some of you guys gave me flack. Say, John, why didn't you hold? You bought. Why aren't you holding? You know, and aren't you still long? And all this sort of stuff. And it's like, and that's the whole thing about trading, right, guys? Trading is like, okay, I'm going long here, but in an instant I could be out because it's just no longer working for me. And this is where you trading on hope, or fear, or or thinking or anything like that is just not a good idea. I was always keeping an eye on this lower high, and I knew that if we couldn't break past here and continue to run up, it was going to create another lower high, and I wanted to be out of this potential slingshot pattern. It didn't work. That's called trading, and so therefore I protected my account. And some of you bumblebees have just held on and helped and hold and hope, hope and pray, guys. If you're ever going to get into a trading position, always have, and I said this to you guys so many times, always have a place of where you're going to exit. And make sure that exit, if it gets to that point, is not a big loss on your account. Small loss, right? I had my ultimate loss down here was about 1%, maybe even 2% risk on my account. So when the market popped up and I brought it just there, that's the reason why I had basically a break-even trade. Makes sense? So now we're developing here. Guess what? If we're going to develop another slingshot type of pattern down through here, well, guess what? Now, okay, well, I'll wait for another slingshot pattern. But the benefit of the slingshot pattern is that even if you're 50-50 right, and this is called trading strategies, okay, guys? No certainties. A lot of you guys are looking for that certainty. I'm in right now, and it's definitely going to go. And you just hope and hold and pray and hold and hold and hold. And even though the market's going down, it's like, don't fight the market, right? So even if you're 50-50 right, you take 10 trades, and let's just say you're trading $1,000 a trade. All right, let's do this here for a minute. All right, let's do the numbers here for a minute, okay? $1,000 a trade, you take 10 trades. Let's say 5 or more losses at 50%. So what is that? 5 times 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, right? So you're down 20. And this is a trading strategy. You have this approach. It's a much more lower approach, so maybe 50-50 right, maybe even 70% right, but let's just do 50-50 right. And now you're down what? Now you're down. Now you're down 2,500 for the 5, right? But then what happens is the profits absolutely just go bonkers, right? And so your $1,000 trade over here would do something like, I reckon at least a 200% return, right? At least that's actually, yeah. Now trading options here, okay, guys, trading options here, okay? So 200% return, which is what? 2,000, 246,810. You just made 10 grand, all right? Minus your 2,500, you're now profitable 7,500. Guys, this is called a trading strategy, right? A trading approach. You never know what trade you're going to get into, and this is where a lot of your traders are going wrong right now, is that you never know what trade you get into is going to be a profitable trade. So stop trying to be right? You just not, no matter how good your system is. I got into here, I said, this looks like it's going to go. Here we go, slingshot pattern. No, okay, I'm out. You know what I mean? So it's like, you have to be like that. Because if the market's not working out for you, you need to be out as quickly as possible because you need to protect your account. Anyway, guys, give me 3%er in the chat box below if you're part of my 3% club, because you just finished watching this video. So put 3%er in the chat box below. And as I said before, guys, I've just declined 5 people because I don't accept everyone to see the Super Trader format. So if you would like to see that, 5 spots have just opened up. Go over, register, see the video, and if it's right for you, take one of those 5 spots right now, and you'll be getting an email from me to see whether you are approved or not. And then we can go from there. Have a great day, guys, and remember, keep your risks small, especially in this volatile time, because when the moves come, they're going to be big.